Here we are once again, applying vinyl to the substrate. This time I will use the squeegee. I found them. I had left them laying out in the shop, so I went back out and got one. Once again, I have printed and laminated the printable vinyl on our big printer. I have a nice large format printer that I print these on. I've cut the PVC substrate for it, and now I'm just kind of eyeballing it, getting it fairly straight, and then we're going to take some masking tape and make a hinge at the bottom end down here to hold everything in place so it doesn't move as we apply it to the PVC. We want to get it on nice and straight with no wrinkles. Of course, it has moved on me just putting the masking tape on there. But once again, I'm just going to eyeball it, look at the edge of the PVC and the vinyl, make sure that everything is spaced the same. That's how you're going to tell if it's pretty straight, is if you have the same distance between all edges. That's going to be centered and straight, of course. And I just eyeball it. Once we get it pretty much where we want it, we're just going to push down our tape. The tape is attached to the vinyl. It's overlapping the vinyl and taping down to the PVC substrate, excuse me. Once I've got it on there like that, that hinge down here allows me to lift it up and drop it down. I'm going to roll it back a little bit, peel the paper back from the vinyl, make a nice crease to hold the backing out of my way so I can pull it off as we put it on. And we just lay it down. Nice and easy. Here's my squeegee. I'm just going to push it with the squeegee. Just slide the squeegee across to push the air out. Now that I've got that end down, it makes a hinge on that side. I can peel the tape off and just kind of get it out of the way for now. I'm going to pull the backing and leave the sign in its position and just use the squeegee, pushing the air towards the bottom as to not have any bubbles. I take my thumb and my forefinger and kind of hold it all in place as I do this. If I don't do that, this flops up in my way. So I just kind of hold it down like that. And then just pull the paper backing away. And do a little at a time until we get all the way to the bottom. And at the very end, we just pull that totally off. This is still loose, you can see, and we're just going to push that down, pushing the air out as we go. And there we go. Another sign ready for hands to be put on. So that is applying the vinyl without the air bubbles or wrinkles or anything like that. These are the hands. I'm going to put hands on the clock. So I've already cut them to shape outside on the router out in the shop. We will now put the hands on it. I have printed them and they are over here on my cutter. I will bring them back to the work table. This is what they look like. They've already been cut. I'm just going to fold and peel off the vinyl hand. It has already been printed. And I take the substrate and we just place it down on there. Get it nice and straight, right where it should be. And ease it down onto it. We just want to pull our squeegee across it. Get it down there real well without any bubbles. And next hand. This one's a short one. Every clock has a short hand and a long hand, of course. Okay, now I will, once all is said and done, run these through a press just to make sure that they're on there totally good and won't come off on the customer. The PVC I have found to be a very good substrate and last a long time. Although it is not very good to leave it in your car or someplace that gets really hot, because of course it is a plastic. It will melt and warp. We have started using an aluminum composite. The aluminum composite, of course, is much stronger. It doesn't warp in the sun. The vinyl sticks to it a lot better. The PVC has a little bit of a texture to it, and the vinyl sticks well, but I had one or two customers this past summer. It has gotten so hot that their vinyl was peeling up a little bit on the PVC, and that's due to the fact that it's not exactly smooth. There's a little bit of a texture to it, and the vinyl can come up in extreme heats. These customers and any other customer that I talk to that are working outside in the elements, in the heat a lot, I'm suggesting they go with the aluminum, because it's a very slick substrate and the vinyl adheres to it so much better, to the fact that I don't even have to run it through the press to make sure that it doesn't come off in normal conditions. So there we have it. We have the short hands and long hands for those clock signs we just made. Now all I have to do is drill the holes and attach the hands. So there you go. That's applying vinyl to the PVC substrate, and the same process would be for the aluminum substrate, without wrinkles or bubbles.